night, everyone. Welcome back to Midnight Fantasy Creation. Today we are filling the candles that I did a comparison video on before, and today we are going to be filling them with wax, as I did mention that I will be putting wax in them. So this is the one of the ones that we did on the video. The other one I need to paint. I didn't like how the flower looked, so I didn't like how the top came out. So if you saw that video, you'll understand what I'm talking about. We are going to be filling the little heart up, and then I have 3 more hearts put together. Actually, I'm going to be filling... I'm going to do the rest of these off camera, but I'm going to show you how to do it. You don't need to see me do every single one. So this one I want to put white in, but I will show you when to put the pigment in. Actually, you know what? I think I'll show you. I'll fill this one white, and then I'll show you how the pigment. We'll see how that goes. But I didn't put the wick in this one yet, so I can show you how to put the little wick in there. It's super easy. So I got this kit off of Amazon. It comes with a nice pot, a baggie of soy wax flakes, and a packet of the adhesive dots for your wicks, along with like 100 wicks, and then a brace to keep the wick from going anywhere while it dries. And I don't know how well these are going to work, since they're not exactly meant for this kind of a... Oh, that might work. Okay, I can do it that way. It's not centered though. Where is it? That might be. Yeah, that should be fine. Okay. So, and these are little bracket braces to keep the wick in place while it cools. I'll show you how that works. I also have the liquid wax dye. This one is, well, I haven't opened them yet. This one is red, and then I got a pink one. So I'm going to start the red one with the white wax. I think I will fill all of them just so you can see me do this. Because I haven't measured these, I don't know how much wax is going to take to fill them. So we're going to figure that out today. And I have 2 pink ones to fill, 1 red one and a purple. Now the red one I want to put white wax in. The pink ones I want to put red wax in. And the purple one I want to put pink wax in. And if you see me in previous videos where I've mixed certain resins in a certain order based on their pigment, because I don't know how much to use in order to fill it, this will help me preserve as much of the wax without wasting it as possible. The same thing that I do with the resin. So I'm going to put these in order so I don't accidentally fill the wrong one. And this is warming up. So I have a warmer on my stove, and it gets hot enough. It does bring it up to, like, I want to say, I don't know, 200 degrees. You only need, I think it was like 100 and something. Hold on one second. I think the directions were on the Amazon kit. Oh yeah, that kit also comes with a temperature reader as well as a spoon for mixing, a nice metal spoon. I will link that in the descriptions below, but it also comes with directions of when to put them in. I think it was you need to get it to like 186, something like that. I would look, but unfortunately I'm using my phone to record this, so I can't. So I am going to dump in a nice handful of this and let that start melting while I show you how to put the wick in. That's already starting to melt. I'm going to need a little more than that. I might need to add more than that. I'll keep an eye on that. But I will show you how to do the wick. So take one of your little adhesive dots. They are double-sided adhesive, so there's sticky side on both. Grab your wick out of the bag and stick it on one side. If you hear my cats, I'm sorry. Try to get them centered. It'll be easier for you to place it. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but that's good enough. They are a little bit bigger than the actual wick. Yeah, the adhesive is actually a little bit bigger than the wick itself, with a little metal piece. You can buy more of these little metal pieces. So it looks like I'm going to be wasting a lot of this wick because the candle's so small, but I actually saved them, and I bought a bunch of the little metal discs for the bottom. So I can take the leftover wick and make new wicks out of them. So I'm not actually actually wasting any of these. So after you get that on, you want to find roughly where center is in your candle, or for if you're doing one anyways. If you're doing like 2 wicks in a candle, you want to find like an even spacing or even more. Like this thing can have up to like, I want 3 wicks on this one. And then you want to stick your wick in, place it so it's nice and centered, and then push your wick over to lock it in place. And this is a little tight. There we go. Lock it in place. And that is not going to go, I mean, it'll go somewhere if you pick it up and move it, but that's not going to go anywhere as it starts to dry or cool. So that is how you put the wick in the candle vessel. And I'm going to stick that over here. In fact, that baggie comes with a couple of them, which is nice. I wouldn't mind a couple more if I'm going to do a large batch of these at once. That. Lock it. We're going to do the red one first. Oh, I was saying, so the dyes I got at Hobby Lobby as well as the fragrance. So they have a fragrance called Love Spell. This would be really good for Valentine's Day. I do like the scent by itself, but I want to just sweeten it a little bit and add some Japanese cherry blossoms as well as a little bit of the sandalwood and rose. I open these all up and kind of sniff them and see how it smells combined, and I really do like the way that smells. So that is what I'm going to be doing for my little heart candles. I am going to be doing different scents for the different candles, and I will either, if I'm doing a mixed scent, I will probably name the scent something. And if I'm doing an individual scent, I will just name that what that scent is. Like, because I'm doing a mix and this one's called Love Spell and I'm just adding a few extra ones, I'll probably be doing one with just the Japanese cherry blossoms and I'll just write that on there. Whereas probably just going to call this one Love Spell or maybe Sweet Love Spell. I don't know. But I also have some caution. Did I seal this one? I don't think I completely sealed this one. Oh, awesome. I'm going to have to do that. What about these? I do have some candle care instructions to stick on the bottom of the candles, and I will show you how to do that afterwards. So this is starting to melt really good. And as you can see, it's still chunky though, so we're going to let that sit. I'm going to pause the video and I'm going to let this fully melt, and then we are going to test the temperature with this thing and make sure it is hot enough to put the fragrance in. And you can put the dyes in at the same time as the fragrance, but since I need the wax to be white for this one particular candle, I am not going to do the dyes yet. I will fill this and then we will do the dyes in the order that I need them, and I will show you the process of all of that. So I will pause the video and I will come back on when the wax is fully melted. Alright, so it is finished melting. No chunks or anything. We are going to check the temperature with the thermometer they give us already. And I'm going to stick it in there. Let it do its thing. I'm not resting this on the bottom of the pot because I don't know how much, if that's going to affect the temperature. I think it was supposed to be 136 or something, which this is well above. I want to see if this tops off. That's just going to keep going. Anyways, I know that is hot enough. I am just going to clean that off and let it cool. Oh, that cools off fast. And we are going to mix the fragrance in. I'm going to do equal drops each of the fragrance. I'm going to start with this one. And this one I got at the Dollar Tree, believe it or not. So that is the sandalwood, and that's the brand. And the scent, and obviously it has the Spanish on here as well. And I don't know if I can get actual drops out of this. I'm going to try my best just to get a drop or two. 1, 2, 3, 4, I think. 4 to 5. I'm going to start with that. Let's see how well I can get this to come out. give this a good stir, and I'm going to check to see how it smells. Should have weighed how much wax I put in here in case I didn't mix enough. Totally forgot to do that. No, let's do another 5 each. I like my candles very scented. I might mix in another 5 each set. Careful you don't drip on your clothes or ruin them. I think that is good. We did like 15 drops of each scent. That's a lot. I think I can actually smell that, so that should be good. Pour this in nice and carefully until you get it as high up as you want. I don't want it all the way to the rim. I just want it high enough. That took a lot, and I don't think I have enough for every single one. Yeah, I was supposed to weigh it. This is 3.28. I want to put a color in it, so we are doing... So I finished the white one. Now we're going to add a little pink pigment into the wax, and then afterwards we're going to add red, because it's easier to make the red from the pink than it is vice versa. You, in theory, can just make pink from the red, but I don't want to... That might be a little too difficult to figure out. Now I don't want to make this too... Let's see, because I don't know how much... Ooh, you need. You can get little eyedroppers for this stuff, and I might need to invest in some because this, I didn't realize this was such a big opening. I figured it'd be like the oils. You could just drip it in. I don't want to put too much in there. I still got to put red in there. And that's how much I use. This was like, you know, full, and I use that much. I don't know about how many ounces. So the next time I make these candles, I will do some better measurements on what I put in there. I just want to see what this is going to look like. That should be good. That might be a nice light pink. Oh, I don't want this one. I want this one. Of course, this is going to take forever to cool off. So yeah, this one's lighter than the pink one. This is at 2.68. All right. So, pink in here. And I don't want to get it on actual stove. And you can't see the scale. Let's see how many ounces we put in this. Now it is at 4.4. So that went up just almost 2 ounces. And I have enough to do at least maybe half a candle. So I'm going to have to put some more wax in there. I kind of want to weigh it. That should be fine. I need enough for one more. I don't know how much this sucker weighs. It smells really nice. right, I'm gonna add a little red. Oh, this is thick. Pink is very diluted in comparison to this red. This red is very concentrated. Very concentrated. That's very red. And I'll show you what I mean. I'll leave that there. This over here. Because I use the, oh lovely. I stained myself. Awesome. So this was the pink that I put in the pink candles. That's a very pretty pink. This is already dry. And this is the red wax that I dripped on it. So that's nice and red. And this is going to be a nice and pink color. So they definitely going to have a nice pretty color contrast. And I don't have another one of those thingies. Well, since this isn't cooling off very fast, I am going to have to stop this, pause the video. When this is done cooling and the rest of the candles are filled, I'll come back and I'll show you how I put the caution labels on the bottom. You can buy them on Amazon. You can make them yourselves. I have seen one's for the tops, one's for the bottoms. The ones that I have, I made, and they're for the bottom, so you can stick them on the bottom. I'm also going to put my handmade with love stickers on them as well that I also made. So I won't be linking those below because I printed them out on my printer and I'm cutting them by hand. I tried doing it on my Cricut and it's being a pain in the butt. So I will be back when these have cooled off and these are all full, and then I will finish the video when that's done. All right, so I stuck these in the freezer to speed them up. So I did spill a little bit of my pink. It actually stained the candle vessel because I didn't seal the outside yet. I sealed the inside. As to how well, if I were to actually keep this candle and burn it and find out. But I'm not too worried about it. I'm going to have to make a new purple one though. I might sell this to somebody at a craft fair where they can physically see it. Let's see if it's going to be an issue for them, if not. So with that being said, make sure these are properly sealed before you put the wax in them, especially if they are going to be having a pigment in them. And as you can see, this one's almost set. I'm not going to tip it. This one's still liquid, but these are obviously done because I had to take the tops off to do these. So I'm going to show you how to trim these. Of course, I forgot my scissors. I'll be right back. I'm going to try and move this out of the way without spilling them. That's what I'm not too worried about. And then, so you want to trim, you pretty much want to trim it where the brace was, because that's actually a really good, and of course, like I said, save these because there's still a lot. You can do another, maybe 2 candles with this one wick if you're going to have them that short. And these took about 2 ounces of wax. So I'm assuming these took about 2 ounces of wax too. But so that's all you need to do for the wicks. And let's see, this is the red one. And you put that on. Of course, these are off centered. All right, well, anyways. So there is your candles. For some reason these tops aren't fitting on the way they were before they had wax on, and I know I didn't overfill them. But anyways, so you have your nice little candle vessels with the candle. Nice red and white one, looks beautiful. The pink one, by the way, came out really nice. I like that pink. Very pretty pink. And for some reason, I got an air pocket. I did throw these in the freezer to speed it up, the cooling process, so I could take it off, take the brace off fast enough to put them on the pink candles. And I poured these 2 at the same time. For some reason, one of these is cooling faster than the other. That one's almost pretty solid. This one's still very liquidy. So, anywho, I got my stickers. Oh, I gotta go grab the other stickers. So I made some little warning and burning instruction stickers, nice holographic ones. You can buy these off Amazon. Not mine, obviously. You can buy the stickers similar to this off Amazon. And like I said before, you can get ones for the top. I didn't do that because they don't have heart-shaped ones. And the top warning labels, I didn't want to do that because of the shape. And then the stickers, I have all the holographic stuff, like vinyl stickers here, so I might as well just make my own. So I print them out on a nice holographic paper, and then I just cut the circles out. And I tried using a small hole punch. It did not work, so I've been doing it by hand because, like I said before, me and my Cricut are fighting at the moment, and yeah, until I figure out why I can't get it to work right, I'm doing them by hand. I'll be right back with my handmade stickers, and then I'll put the labels on the bottom. So I got my lovely little handmade with love stickers, and I put that. I essentially like putting these on all of my handmade items, especially if I go to a craft fair. That way you know which item on my table is handmade or from a wholesale supplier. And the only items I don't put those on that I do make by hands would be the paint your own figurines, like the gnomes, and then, like right now I have the gnomes, but I have other ones I want to add on. Those don't have the handmade with love because I want essentially for you to be able to paint and seal them. I'm not doing that one. I still need to seal the bottom. It smells so nice in here. So this is about 1 inch sticker, and I know it fits up here in this little corner without affecting anything. So I should have did the warning label first, but isn't that cute? And then I have the candle care instructions. And if you want candle care instructions, both top or bottom, essentially just type in on Amazon candle care instructions, and they'll give you a whole bunch of variety in all sorts of shapes and sizes. Oh, that takes up way more room than I thought. Let me see if I can pull this off. These vinyl stickers are very well in there. Actually, I might just leave that. And try to... Oh, that's going to cover the whole thing. I didn't want to cover it. I don't mind covering it a little bit. I don't want to cover it a lot. It's not coming off. There we go. This is going to leave a sticky residue. Yep. Okay. Put this back on. Ah! You can use your fingers to guide. Make sure it doesn't go over the edge, which it does. And the more you pull this off, the less sticky it's going to be. Now, I don't want to... No. I don't want to block in the instructions, but I may need to trim the sticker a little bit. Customize. Probably could have left the top of that on. Oh well. Yeah, that would have hung over the edge. Okay. Well, there we go. We got our warning label. I have a nice little made by hand sticker. I do want to make new ones that actually have my website on them. These were just the first ones that I was messing around with. I could essentially put another sticker on here with my logo on it or emblem. That will be something I will think about for another day. That, I think, is it. I think that is it for today's video. So if you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to see more videos, subscribe to the channel and hit the bell. It will let you know whenever I post a new video. Comment below if you want to see me do anything particular, especially when it comes to the candles. If you have any questions, I will do my best to answer them. And of course, check out my website, midnightfantasycreation.com. And then you can buy these on my Etsy shop, Midnight Fantasy fantasycreate.etsy.com, I believe is the handle. And then, of course, you can check out any of my, Facebook. I'm on Facebook. I'm on TikTok. I am on Instagram, all under Midnight Fantasy Creation. I think a couple of them have dots in between the words. Actually, I think TikTok and Instagram has, but I'm not 100% positive on that one. But I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find it if you just type it in the search. But you can definitely follow my social media. Everything will be linked in the descriptions below. And this is going to be this is obviously a nice quick video. It did give me some ideas for some future videos that I definitely wouldn't mind trying with you guys. I want to experiment with a little bit more. And of course, I will see you in the next video. Blessed be. Bye.